I'm really sorry for what I did. I understand it's really wrong. I'm sorry. I just
But
wanna
sure,
come and tell you that.
but listen though, man, the most important thing that you can ever learn in life is you gotta like
No one should.
try to just like have
I
some
can't.
leadership.
You're
Like
really
I
quiet.
so I'm not gonna tell you what to do. I'm not your dad, but listen, I tell Trey
No, I
all
I
the time.
understand what you mean.
But hang on. So I tell Trey all the time to take leadership in what he does. And what I mean by that is when you feel somebody else is not being done right at any level, then take the leadership. It's hard because you're going to go against your friends, you're going to go against people that like you, and you're going to stand up for the kid that's being, sort of treated poorly. So my point was if you told Trey he's a big dumbass mother effer, whatever, that's between you and Trey. I don't like it, but you're 14, he's 14. He can tell you, hey, not cool, don't do it. He can say, hey, that's funny. Those are Trey's. That's up to Trey and you. You're 14. But my only problem I had with this, Sharush, is when you go after a 9-year-old, you should take the lead. If my 9-year-old son punches you in the gut, you should say, hey, you have two choices. You can punch a 9-year-old back in the gut as a 14-year-old, or you can say, hey, listen up, Cole. That was not cool. You shouldn't punch me, man, because that does hurt. And you
Yeah,
can
that's
take
true.
that you can teach him that. Or if Cole called you a Jew, whatever, you can call him a Jew back, or you can take a leadership role and say, hey, Cole, not a good word. I just want to let you know I'm not your dad, I'm not your brother, but not a cool word. Don't like it.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
I understand now that he's 9, but like I've hanged out with Cole before. I just didn't remember him by name. I didn't know he was 9, but still I understand that was wrong what I said. Either way, if he wasn't 9,
but it's
and I'm sorry
important
about
that you
yeah.
but my point is this: every kid will tell a parent and adult whatever they want to hear to think they're going to get away with the next whatever they do wrong. And I try to tell my kids all the time, take the right path. I got in so many fights when I was in high school because I would not let people pick on people. I hated bullies, and I didn't care if I won or lost. I would beat a bully's ass in a minute. If I saw him knocking some kid's books out of his hands in a hallway, I'd tackle him and drive his face against a locker. Right? It's just how I was, and I always took up for what I thought was right. And I never, even when somebody did something wrong to me that was younger. Now, if you're my age and you do something wrong to me, let's go. If you're younger than me, I'll take the time to say, hey, listen, that's not cool. I would never be abusive to someone younger. So you're not the one I'm upset with. Trey should have stood up to you and said, hey, whoa, this is my little bro, man. I love my little bro. Don't say that shit to my little bro. You got it? And he should have been serious about it. But he didn't because Trey thought it was funny. And because Trey had to learn a lesson today, too. Not just you, but you and Trey both had to learn a lesson that you had a 9-year-old fourth grader on a call with you that you all were just bullying the shit out of. And that's why I got mad at Trey and was disappointed in 14-year-old leadership. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does. 100%.
All
And
right.
I'm sorry.
You're
Yeah.
good. That's good. I think all kids just need to go through this and learn a little bit. But the next time this comes up, have no problem saying, listen, little 9-year-old, not cool. If you keep doing that, we're gonna cut you off the show, man. We're gonna take you out of the game. But don't fire back and teach a 9-year-old that that type of action is okay because it's not okay.
Yeah.
We good?
I'm yep. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, thank
Here's
you for
Trey.
letting me know that.
Well, it's
I didn't really.
important because I don't know what your mom and dad tells you in life, and it's none of my business. But you got to remember, Sharush, I played college football. I was an Army Ranger for 4 years in the military. If I didn't learn these lessons over my life, I'd be screwed up right now. I'd be a problem, right? But I had to go through life and learn so that I could teach my kids that just because somebody does something to you, now, if they're, like I said, if they're your age, hey, you got to figure that out on your own. I watched my brother take up for a friend in a fight, and 5 guys jumped him and put him in a hospital for 3 days where he was sucking milkshakes through a straw because they had his jaw wired together because he couldn't move it. Bad choice, but that's who he is. And he's dead today. He died on a drug overdose. Doesn't matter. So I try to take my life lessons and say, Trey, Carly, Cole, you got to learn from this. And if I can pass it on to you or anybody else in life and say, try your best to think about those things right before you jump into it because once you're into it, it's hard to reverse it. Okay?
Yeah, I'll try to pass on someone else too. I'll try to think of what you told me. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, here's Trey.
And
You
oh,
have a
one more
great
thing
evening.
is, yeah, one more
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I was just letting you know I'm not gay. Like that one time, I think it was Andrew that said that. I'm not really sure. I
No.
just
So what I kid Trey about, it was you. You come up to Trey at my truck and you
oh
hug me
yeah
and say, "Man, I love you, man. I'm gonna miss you, man." So now I know Trey's not gay, and I don't
yeah.
know you. I hope you're not gay, but if you are,
No,
that's your
no, I don't
problem.
support the
But
LGBT community at all.
but listen, the point is this: everything you do and say, someone will reflect that on you in life. So if another kid that didn't like Trey heard you say that to Trey by my truck, what do you think that kid's going to do to Trey in school or you? They're going to
Probably
make it
like
a big deal.
yeah,
You can't. I know it's fun. It's just cool. Think about everything that comes out of your mouth because not everyone likes you. Not everyone likes Trey. Not everyone likes Carly or Cole. And you got to be careful with what you do or say because they'll say, "Oh my God, did you hear Sharush? Did you hear what he said to Trey?" And then all of a sudden, your high school years are just totally jacked because of just something as innocent as that. I know you guys aren't gay. I get it. I'm trying to tell Trey that little things like that. I told Trey that little giraffe he sent you with the little heart. What if a kid picks up your phone when it just doesn't happen to be locked and looks at that text? What do you think they're going to do to you and Trey in high school? Not going to be pretty. So don't do it. Think about it before you say and do those things. Make sense?
yep.
And
Thank you.
remember, we live in a day and time is different. Back in the day when a kid was gay in our school, we just beat the shit out of him and it was over. You don't do that nowadays. They have rights, they have principles, they have Miss Provo, they've got people that support them, and all they got to do is just say, "Hey, you know, Sharush looked at me and winked at me. What the hell did that mean?" And you're in trouble. You get it?
Yeah, I do.
Just think about those things, all right?
I kind of realized that because like Trey too, he's got in trouble for Miss Provo, and like the same thing's not happening to me. She like picks on us on the same time.
Are you kidding
Me and
me?
Trey.
Provo's up Trey's ass with a flashlight every day.
Yeah, she
The
picks
kid's
on
got more
everybody.
freaking signatures than I do on my fucking checkbook.
Yeah, she picks on like everybody that doesn't support the LGBT community. It's stupid.
Exactly. And I told Trey to challenge it. Go in there. And I went in with Provo and Trey and we challenged it. I said, Trey's got a niece that a cousin that proclaims that she's a 13-year-old lesbian. I'm like, how do you know you're a lesbian at 13? She goes, well, I don't like guys. Well, tell me a 13-year-old girl that likes guys. None of them do. Except for Carly, of course. But anyway, my point is this: you and Trey are going to go through a lot in your life, and you got to have someone you can trust and believe in, a parent, an adult, a coach, and they're going to help you get through these tough times. Like this, Sharush, the label that you put on Cole or Cole put on you is worse than the N word. Do you guys know what Jews went through from the Germans?
No, I do. Yeah, and I
That's
apologize.
bad. So pick a different word like fuck or shit, or don't label it with a denomination of a person because that in today's day and time will ruin a kid's high school career.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying now.
All right.
I didn't really see it from that way.
Well, because I'm here to help you see it and Cole see it and Trace. And I told Cole, if some guy ever says that to you, you just hang up. You come tell me. We'll take it to the parents. We'll figure it out. You don't need to You don't need to fire back with, hey, you're a monkey. You're a Jew. You're a whatever. So Cole's learning too as a 9-year-old, right? But my point is, if you're 14, you can't get into it with a 9-year-old. You got to learn to take a leadership role.
Yep.
Fair enough?
Yep, it is. Thank you.
All right, then. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for
Yep,
talking
you
to me.
too. Have a good
It was
night.
great.
Bye.
Yep, here's Trey.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, Jake.
Yeah, hello.